F the world peace. It is overrated and didn't help anyone but colonizers. Instead, let's assume the world which is liberated. I assume the chains are broken. I assume the old systems collapse. I assume the world no longer runs on fear. I assume Palestine is free and occupation systems end. I assume Sudan is free and war systems stop. I assume Congo is free and extraction systems collapse. I assume Rohingya are home and ethnic cleansing systems dissolve. I assume Tigray, Darfur, Nagorno-Karabakh and all conflict zones stabilize and the engines of ethnic violence shut down. I assume Bosnia is healed and division systems lose influence. I assume indigenous nations reclaim land and colonial systems release control. I assume Syria, Myanmar, Afghanistan, Iraq, Haiti, Lebanon, Yemen and all traumatized regions calm and repression systems end. I assume genocide sites regain dignity and genocide creating systems lose all power to return. I assume women are safe and patriarchy ends. I assume men are emotionally free and suppression systems dissolve. I assume LGBTQ+ people are protected and hate-based systems stop functioning. I assume migrants and refugees are respected and border cruelty systems disappear. I assume children are safe and trafficking and child harm systems collapse. I assume workers are valued and exploitation systems lose authority. I assume the poorest nations rise and debt-trapped neo-colonial systems break. I assume Africa heals and resource theft systems permanently end. I assume the Amazon, Congo Basin, indigenous forests, oceans, rivers, and global ecosystems regenerate, and deforestation and pollution systems shut down. I assume animals are protected and industrial abuse systems end. I assume corporations stop exploiting people and land, and profit over life structures collapse. I assume them versus us thinking ends, and separation-based belief systems dissolve. I assume hate loses strength. I assume fear loses command. I assume domination loses purpose. I assume trauma loses power. I assume cruelty loses its root. I assume oppression loses structure. I assume love and liberation lead the world, and all forms of extremism in every ideology and every system are healed at the root and dissolved completely. I assume Earth is liberated. I assume humanity wakes up. I assume we return to sanity. This is my creed. This is my assumption. This is the world I choose.